Good morning, I'm Maria from the Rich and Simple Living. Today's Saturday, although you won't see this till Tuesday, but I just had to film today. We've had a really rough storm in the night and it's blown a lot of the Christmas decorations down, and it dropped cold, and as it did so and tried to rain, it turned to snow. So it is white over outside. November and it's white over outside. Wonderful. Feels like Christmas Day here because we've all got up early to look at the snow and excited. As you can see, I've still got my dressing gown on. All excited. Got my granddaughter staying with us for the weekend. She lives next door, but she just ran home to get her boots and a coat, a thicker coat, so she can play in it for a bit, because it is thawing out, although the sky does look full of it again, I must admit. It seems such a contrast to yesterday when we were out at the garden centre, and although it was raining heavy and they had predicted a storm coming in, to wake up today, and when I woke up, well, my husband woke me up and said, "Maria, come look at this, it's snowing." I thought, oh, it's another one of his jokes, because he's always saying things like that just to get you to move. But anyway, I went and had a look, and sure enough, big chunks of white snow and everywhere was white, so I'm hoping it comes back. We like snow. So we'll pop outside and we'll have a look at what the girls are doing. I think they're just walking in what's left of it, but I'll show you what's out there. And it looks like today we're going to have to go and sort all the lights out. Well, Dean and Lisa are, their lights. They'll have to sort the trees because we've got outdoor Christmas trees that are blown over. We was going to put them on tonight as well because we've not had them on. We don't normally put them on till the 1st of December. But I said, oh, go on, we'll put them on tonight. But I don't know whether they'll be able to now because it's still quite windy. And I don't know whether they'll sort them out until the wind drops or what. It seems silly to do it now just for them to blow over again. So we'll see what happens. But we'll just go and have a look outside and see what's happening. So it looks like the vlog you're seeing today, Tuesday, is made up of all kinds of different things that have occurred over the weekend. Just bits and pieces. So we'll just pop out and have a look at the snow, or what's left of it. Well, that's front. I'm just showing you out of the window. You can see the Christmas trees lying flat. See where they've all fallen down. So I hope they haven't snapped the lights. You'll have to excuse me if I sound like my mouth's full. I'm eating brioche rolls and I'm going to pop in the shower, because it is early in the morning. The dog has fallen over, blown over, and he had spikes in them holding them to the ground, but he's still gone. Luckily the white trees are there and Santa and his sleigh are still there, but the polar bear's gone over. And the candy canes, they're all going over and leaning. But I don't know if you can see, zoom in a bit more, you can see a string of lights attached all the way along, so I think that's what's kept them from going right over. But we'll go and have a look outside what the girls are doing. Right. I don't want to step outside, I've got my slippers on, but you can see it's melting quite fast now. That's a shame, isn't it, girls, how it's melting? Bit on the table. I think it's been raining, but you can see it's all dripping off the table there where it's melting, and it's dripping off the veranda above where I'm standing. Are you winning there, Rianne, to get it on? Don't think you'll be able to build a snowman, will you? So I'll wiggle in it. So yeah, I can't. Are you liking it, Cassie? Hey, did you chase the snow? See if we can go back towards me. Slippers are getting to get wet. She loves running in it. Look at her. Is it fun, Cassie? So that fluff she's got. She's due a haircut. Can hear it all dripping. Look at it. It's all dripping off the roof. Melting fast, that's a shame. Filming them out the window now. Trying to have a snowball fight with what bit of snow there is that's fast melting. Taking it off the dustbin lid. Sean's got no gloves on, I bet her hands are freezing. You tell them wrap up warm, put this on, put that on, put the other on. Yes, Mum, and they don't have anything on. There's only a bit of snow left, but you managed to have fun in it. Got to, haven't you? You don't know when the next lot will come, whether we'll get any more. Oh, you let the dog out. She's here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's cold. Oh, chattering, you can hear my teeth. Just film the side of the house. On the back patio, it is so cold. Oh, I can't sit out here today. Cassie, are you whining to go and join them, Cassie? You run off down the road though. It is snowing.
Look how pretty the reflux are with the snow.
I know. Wanted to get them on the grave tomorrow, but we won't get down there if it's been snowing. Won't be passable. Let me go through the gate, Lisa.
I'm trying to protect
Lisa eating nice lollies in the snow.
Cassie, come here.
Cassie! Cassie!
Yeah, you're ruining it.
Cassie! Come on then.
Whoa.
Oh dear, crash. This filming malarkey is not so good with me, is it?
Good girl.
Settling again. It's wonderful. There you are, Cassie. You're getting covered in snow. She loves it. Oh, I hope this keeps up. I love it. Just had to show it. I wanted to show the kids playing, but I'm on the front. And the dog's escaping, as you saw. Second. Look at my wreath I bought. Cassie, you got it on your nose. This beats homeschooling. Snowing and playing in the snow. Don't get to do that every day. It's lovely. So, as you can see, it snowed this weekend. I've been taking little shots Saturday and Sunday. The last one you've seen is when it started snowing again. I didn't actually take a picture when it got deep. At the moment it's, well, say deep for us anyway. It's white over outside, it looks nice. Last night, I should have taken a photo, Sean did. She took a really nice video of the lights because Dean put them on when it went dusky rather than wait until it got dark. and it looked really nice because you could see it was light enough to see, and they were twinkling in the snow, and it looked lovely. And somebody over the road did the same. Oh, it looked like Christmas time. It was gorgeous. I should have took some pictures to show you, but unfortunately I didn't. You know, when you're doing this and doing that, and after you say, oh, I should have done that. It's very hard to capture bits and pieces that you're doing over the weekend, because you just get so involved in going from one thing to another, you don't always film everything. So anyway, today's Monday, although it's Tuesday to you when you're watching this, unless of course you're watching it at a later date, another time. It could be any day then. I never think about that, but yeah, I'm filming it for Tuesday. But today's Monday. Sean's back homeschooling, so she says to me, shall I have a day off today? Can I have a day off today because it's snowed? I can play in the snow. I said, yeah, but you played in the snow yesterday. I said, that beats homeschooling. In the snow playing. Beats any kind of schooling, doesn't it? But yeah, she's back doing the schoolwork today. So I was hoping to have gone down to the grave today to put the wreath on and put my artificial flowers on. We always put artificial ones on in winter because the live ones don't live very long. Of course, this weather, they certainly wouldn't. But where the church is, it's very rural, and there's won't have gritted out there, and not a lot of traffic goes that way. So we're not going to risk going down there because we'll end up in a ditch and have to find a farm for a farmer to pull us out. So we're not going to risk it today. It's supposed to be giving out a bit warm midweek, so we'll see then. But yes, I'm not doing a great deal today. I've got to do the pastry for my mince pies. I make a batch bake pastry, put it in the freezer, and then when it gets a bit closer and I do my mince pies, I can just pull the pastry out and just roll and make. It's a lot easier. So I'm going to do the batch bake of pastry today for that. Like I said, Sean's doing her schoolwork. We'll have a look at her in a minute and see what Sean's doing today. Although you probably know what she does on Mondays by now. And that's it for today. So my plan was to go to the grave this afternoon and then shopping tomorrow afternoon to get some Christmas things in that I can't get on a weekend. I don't know about the shopping bit. Dean's been out to take my daughter to work today. He says like the A roads have been gritted, most of them, but he did go on one which wasn't. And he said, yeah, be careful. And of course, coming out of the housing estate is very, very slippy because we don't have gritters down here. So we'll see. I don't know. Play it by ear, see how I go. But anyway, we'll swim round. We'll have a look what Sean's doing today. And then I'll give you a quick update on my grandson as well when we've had a look what Sean's doing. So, Sean, what are you doing at the moment? Is it science you're doing today? Yeah, Sean's doing the science book. She's not mad about science, but the book's nicely laid out that she can understand it and know what she's doing. So she goes through it. Some bits she doesn't mind, other bits they're a bit bogged down a bit. We've got the Bible reading today. We've got the Hetty Feather book. So we've got a couple more stories left in that to read. So it seems quite nice going to read that today with the snow on the ground.
Tracy Beaker.
Yeah, we just read the Tracy Beaker story, haven't we? I'm always saying Hetty Feather. That's because she appears everywhere in Jacqueline Wilson's books. But yes, we'll give a review on that when the book's finished, probably later this week. She's also doing spelling, punctuation and grammar, and she's done some times tables maths. Is that it for today, is it? I think that's it for today that she does. Other than what she does self-led in the afternoon. She's been writing stories lately that we need to get printed off actually, Sean, hasn't we? Mm-hmm. She's been doing them on her like little iPod thing. Phone, sorry, correct. Phone. That's twice she's correcting me. Yeah, on a phone. She's been doing them. She's working on the second one at the moment, but she needs to print the first one off, so we've got to connect a phone to the printer so she can print them off. And I thought we'd get a folder and put her stories in a folder as part of her work, which is quite good. So here comes Cassie, been out in the snow. And the cat's having a warm by the fire. They always like sitting by fire, cats. So yeah, that's what Sean's doing this morning. And any ideas what you want to do this afternoon for yourself, lad, Sean?
Might carry on with my story.
You're going to carry on with your story, your second story. Good idea. So yeah, I'll give you a quick look out the window what the snow's like. Dean's run away because I'm coming with a camera. See, it's quite nice now, and you can see how slippy it is on the roads and the path. In fact, my son fell over in it last night, walking down the road to see me, and went flying over. Landed on his hip. Says it hurt, but luckily he hadn't broken nothing.
Why?
Daniel fell over, I told you, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Oh, slipped over in the snow when he was coming down to see us. Right. Bring you back round to me. Flick the camera off and on today. I must learn all this filming techniques and how to do all this. So yeah, I was talking about my grandson as well. I told you in one of my videos, not the last one, the one before, about what school has said with his report and everything. So I showed you I got those books and what sheets I'd printed out. Well, he came on Friday and he did the A sheet. And he did really well with that. He did the letters, went over them quite nicely, and he was able to do it himself in the line below in his own little writing, but it looked as an A should look. And he knew what began with A in the pictures. Remember I showed you the different pictures you had to pick out which begin with A. He knew exactly which began with A. And also he was able to colour in the capitals that it has to find. So he was okay with the A's, but he did say they were doing A at school, so he's probably practiced that one a few times. So as we go through them, we'll see more, but he was okay with that. He did one of the workbooks. Well, didn't do all of it. He started one of the workbooks, that 3 to 4 year old one, English one I showed you. He did a lovely picture himself. Now he is good at drawing. He can draw and colour quite nicely for his age. So he did, there I go, saying for his age. Well, you know what I mean when I say that. But yeah, he did a nice picture of himself, and he had to write his name underneath. So he did write his name. I'm just going to move because I think I need to plug my camera in. Let's just plug it into the electrics. Sorry about my hand, I'm always doing that. So professional. I'll never work for a TV crew. So yes, he wrote his name in. Now there was no problem writing his name. He was all right doing it. The only thing he did was mix his D's up for P's. He was putting them the wrong way up, and he was adamant that's how you did a D. So maybe the D's, when he gets to them, they might need working on a little bit. But other than that, he got his name okay. No problem. Just a case of swinging the P's round for D's. So yeah, I can't see any major problems really that he would have. I mean, whether I'll be able to notice more as time goes on and he does a few more letters and a little bit more in his book, I don't know, but he was fine. What he did was fine, and all children muddle letters up and that. I mean, Sean, she still gets Y's back to front. She's fine when she writes a sentence. If she's in the middle of a sentence and she's doing a joined up writing, she'll put the Y the right way, you know, the tail bit it is. She does it the correct way. But if she's starting off a new sentence with the letter Y, she goes that way instead of that way. And I don't know how she works that out. I've tried over and over to tell her, so I think maybe I'll print a copy of the Y sheet out so she can practice doing some Ys, because really do need to practice her to do them to get them the right way, because in the end it just gets into the habit of doing it the other way, and you know, you always write it that way then if you're not careful. I've got to try and encourage her to do it the correct way. So yeah, that's a quick review of that, of how my grandson's getting on. I'm not too worried about him. As for the autism bit, I mean, time will tell on that. I don't know. I'm no expert. I can only go on what I know that others have. We just have to wait and see on that one. Just have to wait and see. A lot of people say, well, they don't diagnose them under 7 anyway. And I know the same was with my son who's got ADHD, because they were saying that they wasn't sure if his was autism and coupled with ADHD, because they often come together. But they decided in the end it was just ADHD and of course learning disabilities. But they said they couldn't have done that till he was 7, although he went past 7. They didn't notice it till a bit later than that. So yeah, we don't know. We'll wait and see what happens with that one. But as for his reading and writing, I can't say it'll be a big problem. Now, I haven't sat and read with him yet. We've just been doing some worksheets because we don't get a lot of time really to do that. But we'll see. There's Sean coming through the door. She's gone out playing the snow. She's finished the morning's work and she's gone to have a break now and playing the snow because it is thawing out. She's actually just puddles of water in the road now. It's thawing quite fast. Cold, Sean? Cold hands?
Red.
They're red.
No,
Should have put gloves on. How tall she is next to me. Look at that. Gosh. And get down off your toes. She's 13 and look how tall she is.
I saw this when I was 11.
You was, yes. So anyway, that's that. You've got a bit of everything this week, a bit of a mixture today. Got a bit of a frog in my throat. Yeah, a bit of a mixture of what we've been doing over the weekend. And I mean, yesterday morning, I should have filmed it. I didn't film that either. I got up and my other grandson was here and they were all sat at the table doing board games, playing board games. And it was lovely because it was starting to snow. There was still a bit of snow from the day before and the Christmas tree lights were on. They got Christmas music on and they were sitting playing board games. It was lovely. It was really nice. I should have filmed it, but you know, one of the things you don't, and I was too busy going to get me a cup of tea. So anyway, we'll love and leave you for now, and we'll catch up with you on Friday. Hopefully we'll have something a bit more constructive to show you on Friday, because there's a bit of anything and mishmash today. But that's life, isn't it? You've got to have fun and games. So we shall see you on Friday, and until then, take care everybody. Bye.